Rish Kamunge, a suspect in a multi-million shilling international jobs scam.
Rish Kamunge, the director of Trustpin travel agency, will spend the night in police custody.
Maria Rish Kamunge
has been released on a 5 million shillings bond.
Maria Wangari Kamunge, alias Rish Kamunge, once a gospel artist but now allegedly a con artist. She came into the limelight after crying on social media, claiming that she'd been scammed out of 120,000 Kenya shillings.
My dad had given me 100 na nilikuwa na zangu mbao 100,000.
Less than 2 years later, she's hitting the headlines, standing before the law herself, detained and later freed on a 5 million shillings bond, facing allegations of swindling Kenyans out of millions of shillings, all under the promise of securing them jobs abroad.
Yenye melipo ni 185,000.
Welcome to MGC docu-series, and today we dive deep into the story of Rish Kamunge and the unfolding saga behind the Trustpin agency job scam. Every Kenyan dreams of working in a thriving economy. When opportunities at home fall short, many seek greener pastures abroad, making them vulnerable to unscrupulous agencies that tend to swindle their hard-earned money. These agencies demand hefty fees, promising jobs in nursing, cleaning, driving, and more jobs abroad. They ask for documents and a large sum of money for your plane ticket. Dreams often turn into nightmares when applications are declined, or worse, when you're sent abroad only to be abandoned with no plan. At such moments, you realize you've fallen victim, as in the case of Trustpin travel agency ran by none other than Maria Wangari Kamunge. On the 20th of March 2023, Rish, the vocalist who identifies as a gospel musician, businesswoman in the cosmetology field, and a writer, appears on a YouTube interview with Nicholas Kioko.
Kwa majina naitwa Rish. Rish ameokoka. Rish is a gospel musician.
The video is titled Lady Conned 120k shillings finally speaks, How Con Tricked Me, emotional story. This marks the first wave that brings Rish into the limelight. The main reason Rish is featured in this interview is that she's trending online due to a story about her being conned out of 120,000 Kenya shillings in the streets of Nairobi. Rish claims that the money was meant to set up a business, and while she was waiting in the infamous Supermetro queue in Nairobi, two elderly cons approached her asking for directions. Little did she know that this would be the first time she's karibishwad to Nairobi. Rish claims that the next thing she discovered was her phone, laptop, and money gone, and she can't even remember what happened.
Hakuna kitu unaweza kumbuka ili happen hapo katikati.
I cannot. This is the funniest thing. Sijui. I do not know anything.
Her story went on to touch many Kenyans, some of whom even opted to gift her a phone.
Techno.
So nani amekununulia hii?
It was just someone from TikTok who saw my story. She was a woman.
She's even seen crying in the video, urging Kenyans to help her in any way they can.
If you want to support me, please support me. Yeah, for the woman who came through for my phone, Asante, someone who can help me with the laptop, because I still have things I'm supposed to write. Unajua tunakuanga na due date ya kupatiana.
Kenyans showed a lot of remorse towards Kamunge's sad story. Kamunge quickly notices this wave and decides to move with the story, and she even attends several interviews telling the same tale. It is at this moment when she starts getting social media attention, and Kenyans end up following her, especially on TikTok. This is when Trustpin travel agency is born, and Rish does the advertisements herself.
Naona mnaniuliza how much am I charging hizo kazi zenye napelekana within 2 weeks. I'm charging 150. I am charging 150,000. Hizo kazi unatoka hapa Kenya within 2 weeks. Sawa sawa? We are charging 150,000.
Her determination is top-notch, and people even claim that she's well known for having a sweet, convincing tongue.
Everybody has a story to tell. A story of happiness or a story of pain. A story of growth or a story of death. A story of achieving or a story of losing. That is your story. That is why it forms something called life.
Kenyans begin to pay for these promised jobs abroad, although social media critics like Truth Watchdog keeps warning Kenyans not to fall into these traps.
Juu ya kukosa nini? Kukosa kusikiza. Si eti hawajui, wanakosa kusikiza, wanajiona sisi tuko na wivu, Rish Kamunge ako sawa, anapatia watu opportunities.
I personally remember that one time when Rish even contradicted herself in 2 videos.
Wa Kenya, there is nothing like connection to the US. Any country that requires you to have an interview, hakuna connection. I've seen a lot of you mkikuja kwa live yangu kuniuliza unaweza nipeleka USA. USA ni bahati yako. As long as you are a registered nurse in Kenya and you may want to go work in the US, tunakusaidia uende. Commissions are a bit too high, but they are guaranteed.
As if this was not a red flag enough, Kenyans continued following her, joining her TikTok lives, and this is when Rish decided to make the lives more entertaining. She decides to bring about the infamous Pastor Kanyari, popularly known for his mbegu ya 310 catchphrase.
310 nasema kulikuwa kuzuri kidogo maana nilikuwa napata pesa.
Rish and Kanyari's live sessions quickly began gathering viewers in large numbers. The topics they talked about ranged from personal to intimate, and one time Rish is seen bragging about how she drinks expensive imported drinks.
Wow, what is that?
It's a black label. I just got it from a club around that imports it. But me was jikate. You know, if there's one thing about me is that I love being myself.
She goes on to claim that she earns a sum of 4 million Kenya shillings per month and pays a total of 300k in rent.
I'm making 4 million monthly. So as my man, I'm paying rent 300,000. I want to import this car. I want to do this.
They even start flirting with each other, and some of their talks were just
Hey, you have a big boobs.
No, ini kitu kusumbuana nayo. Like these are just things that you're gonna enjoy touching.
Ni ukweli. Lakini sasa hiyo ni kubwa.
Si ndio, at least inaweza toshia kwa mikono yako.
Unalala hapo katikati.
The two even starts calling each other babe as they talk about family matters.
Sina mtu, I'm a lonely man.
It's about to go down.
It's not about to go down, but babe, niliona like kwa compound yako kuna magari kadhaa. Ni za kina nani hizo magari?
Rish had not fully abandoned her singing career as she even goes on to sing for Kanyari.
Unaweza penda kijana au mzee, niite jina langu baby, huenda nafsi yangu ikapoa.
It is not long after appearing on a TikTok live with Kanyari when Rish confesses her love for him.
Unapologetically, shamelessly, the heart wants what it wants. And you know what it wants? I want Kanyari. Hey, I want him. I'll not keep on hiding my feelings for him. And for that person who made us hate Kanyari, especially me, that person who had made me hate Kanyari, you are cursed. I want that baby boy.
After some time, Kanyari introduces Rish Kamunge to the congregation in his church.
Kwa hivyo tutakaribisha kwanza Rish Kamunge na rafiki yake waje wasalimie watu na Mungu akubariki. Kwa hivyo tukaribisha Rish, makofi ya Rish jameni.
One notable ordeal is when Rish's friend brought Kanyari gifts in church, and the kind of gifts she brought her left everyone dazzled.
Zawadi zangu kwa Pastor Kanyari ni hizo bila aibu. Pastor Kanyari, mimi nimekuja kwa Wakamba, sina pesa ya kukuweka kwa billboard kama Rish.
In another TikTok live, Rish was heard claiming that she is even pregnant for someone, and many speculate that it was Kanyari.
And for your information, I'm already pregnant for people you know.
Kwani Kanyari usakula Rish?
After facing a lot of backlash on social media due to the gifts ordeal, Kanyari went ahead to make an apology video.
Nimekuja hapa kuomba msamaha kwa ajili ya ile jambo ambalo lilifanyika Sunday. Kama vile mnajua Jumapili iliyopita kuna msichana ambaye ni msichana wa TikTok, msichana wa kutoka Ukambani, kuja akaniletea kondom katika madhabahu. Sikujua.
Rish Kamunge was not left behind.
We are headed to the wrong direction, and something inside my heart.
At this time, Trustpin agency is still facing allegations of scamming Kenyans out of their hard-earned money, but the cases seems to be going nowhere.
My people, Rish Kamunge is a scam. Tunawambianga hapa kila siku. Nilianza kuambia kutoka mwezi wa 5 last year. Saizi Rish Kamunge kuna wasichana alipeleka Mauritius na visiting visa. Ate mkifika airport mupewe entry, mutanitafuta ni kwa Mauritius. Those ladies walifika airport walinyimwa entry. Utafuta Rish Kamunge wakasikia hayuko Mauritius, he's not there.
Some people claim that once they have traveled, they are given odd jobs contrary to the ones promised, leading to them wanting to come back to the country. And this is what Rish said regarding that issue.
Alafu naona mtu namchukua hapa naenda nampeleka kazi. Ananiambia mimi sitaki kufanya kazi hapa, nirudishe Kenya. My friend, sikurudishi.
Nikikumbuka kuna mtu ana struggle.
Sometimes, Rish would appear making videos claiming how she's tired of all the cyberbullying she was facing, but this did not stop critics like Prince Muiti from talking about her.
I am tired of the cyberbullying, age shaming. I am
tired. Ukitaka kujua hata wizi iko na talanta, jaribu ingia hapa TikTok. Hey guys, kuna huyu mkora mmoja anaitwa Rish Kamunge. That woman can convince you. That woman can sell heaven while on earth. I'm telling you, na itanunuliwa.
On the 26th of March 2025, job seekers stormed the offices where Rish had set up her Trustpin travel agency. They claimed that they were asked to bring hefty fees and documents with promises of a life of luxury awaiting them abroad. One of the victims, John Munju, claimed that his grandmother had sold cows to ensure they could pay and not miss the opportunity.
Shusho kaniambia it's okay, mimi nitauza hizi ng'ombe ndo uende.
Others were given tourist visas, and upon arrival, they discovered that they could not work in Mauritius and had to fly back home with their dreams shattered.
Nikafosiwa kurudi back na immigration ya Mauritius.
Another victim was promised a hotel job only to be told to do a construction job upon arrival.
Akaniambia hotel hakuna. Nikamwambia mjaifanya hata huko.
Rish was later arraigned in court for obtaining and was later freed on a 5 million Kenya shillings bond. The DCI made a post about the same on X, urging anyone who might have fallen victim of the job scam to come forward and report the matter at Central Police Station in Nairobi. Rish Kamunge is however back online, and she even made a video asking Kenyans to follow her to 1,000 followers so that she can get on live and share her side of the story.
Let us do this. I also want to give my side of the story. Fanyeni hivi, follow me, let us get to 1,000 followers, ndio ni manage kuingia live. Alafu leo saa 2 za usiku, hizo maswali zote ambazo mko nazo nizijibu.
As this story continues to unfold, one thing remains clear. In a country where dreams are fragile and desperation runs deep, con artists are always lacking, ready to prey on the hopeful and unsuspecting. The case of Rish Kamunge and the Trustpin agency is not just a scandal. It's a mirror reflecting the harsh realities many Kenyans face in their quest for a better life. Let this be a wake-up call. We must remain vigilant. Before handing over your hard-earned money, verify, research, question. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably isn't. Do not let the promise of greener pastures blind you to the red flags. If you found this documentary eye-opening, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more investigative content. We would love to hear from you. Have you ever been swindled on social media, or do you know someone who has been swindled before? Tell us in the comment section, and as usual, see you in the next one.